What's up guys, and welcome to a FIFA 18 video. Today's video I'm going to be doing a quick run through of the Marquee Matchups SBC for this week. Now I didn't do it last week, I did Marquee Matchups but I didn't do a video for it because I was in London, so I wasn't able to record it. So that's why you wouldn't have seen one on the channel. But I'm just going to give you a quick run through like I usually do, going through the requirements for the SBC as well, so you get an idea of what to do for it. Now, again, when it comes to pricing, I'm not 100% sure on all of them because some of the players I had in the club, some I didn't. So we'll start with the first one, and because it's international break, they're doing international teams for this week. So the first of the four is Sweden v Italy. We get a Jumbo Premium Gold pack from it, and you need 2 Sweden players, 2 Italy players, players from the same nation, max 6, overall rating of 78, a team chemistry of 85, and 11 players in the squad. So this is the team I've gone with. So I've gone with Consigli in goal. That's all right. Yeah. Ridmer at right back. Tonelli, Maximovic, Martin, Elm, him, Morales, Orellana, Guidetti, and Alcacer. So yeah, I just went with the full La Liga team because you get the links with Guidetti, who is Swedish. The one Swedish player that just doesn't link to anyone is just sat there, so that's fine. But yeah, I've kind of gone from a little mix up here, so more of a hybrid. So it is a Serie A La Liga hybrid. So that's basically what I've gone with. Price wise, I don't think I spent too much on this one actually. Yeah, it was relatively cheap. The most expensive player was 2k, just under 2k. So I will submit that now, and we will get a Jumbo Premium Gold pack from it. There we go. Okay, next one is Ivory Coast v Morocco. So this one requires 2 Ivory Coast or Morocco players, exactly gold. There's no rating on this one, so you can go for a quite low rated team, but everyone's got to be exactly gold, so you have to kind of watch that out. Exactly one rare player, or at least one rare player, team chemistry of 95, and 11 players again. So the Moroccan players I've gone with are the left mid and right mids. So they are Faj, and Elzhar. Again, I've gone with a La Liga team here. This is full La Liga team this time, because it was the easiest thing to do because there was Moroccan players who were gold players in La Liga. Again, this was relatively cheap. I just went with these lots. So he was 700 coins, Lopez was 950, Riviera was 750, Pareja was 850, Antunes, who's my gold player, my rare gold player anyway, he was 1.7. He was a bit, but it was a case of just trying to get him as cheap as I could. And then the rest of them were relatively cheap. They were under a K. So that's what I've done for that one. No, I don't want this squad. So we get 1 gold players pack from that. That's not too bad. So I will submit that. There we go. Okay, the third one is Denmark Island. We get a Jumbo Silver pack from that. It's not a great pack, to be fair, especially with the squad you're submitting. It's a 66 rated squad. You need a minimum of. I've gone for a 77 because I thought it's just easy to build a Premier League, Bundesliga hybrid out of it. As you can see, I've got a Liga NOS goalkeeper in, who is Saar. I got Weiser at right back, Sorensen at centre back, Fonte, Creswell, Delaney, Clemens, Gondorf, Noble, Townsend, and Shane Long. Again, price wise, relatively cheap, less than a K for most of them. Townsend was expensive. All the EPL left mids seem to be quite expensive at the moment, which is rather annoying. But it hasn't cost me too much for this. I think I had Weiser was a first owner, and he is tradable, but I thought I'd just use him for this because it helps with it. So the requirements again on that one were Denmark or Ireland players, minimum 2. I've kind of gone over the top there, but it doesn't really matter. Max 6 players from the same league. Minimum rating is 66, I've gone 77. Chemistry of 90, and 11 players in the squad. So let's submit that, get a silver pack from it. And the last one is Greece v Croatia. Now, my right mid spot is empty now. The reason being is because Al Zahar is the player I was going to use. Obviously I've submitted him in the Morocco one, so I just need to go to transfer market because he's just sat on my transfer list at the moment. I bought him earlier. Bit of a pain, but you know what it's like with duplicates. So here he is. So if I just send that to club, he cost me a K, so that's the pricing on that. It's odd that the players I've bought, none of them are price locked. I didn't look at the lower ratings like I could have for the Denmark Ireland one, but no one was really price locked for this, so it was a case of it's become relatively cheap, this one. So we'll put him in there, so that completes it. We get a rare gold pack from that. The player, I've gone with a full La Liga team bar Intep. Now, Intep wasn't bought for this, he was bought as an investment for Player of the Month, which is out on Friday. Because you look at it, you think it's going to be either De Bruyne or Sane. Now, Team of the Week's out tomorrow, and I've predicted that if De Bruyne gets an inform tomorrow, he won't win Player of the Month. If he doesn't get an inform tomorrow, still leaves it wide open for Sane or De Bruyne. So I've been trying to invest the past few days in players that play for the ex-club, so Schalke from Sane's side of things, and then Wolfsburg. Bremen, De Bruyne was on loan to Bremen from Chelsea, so I don't know if he's going to be involved. And then obviously Chelsea players as well. I'm going to have to do a bit more investing tonight, just to make sure that I've got the right players on the transfer list, and also players from clubs that Sane scored against. De Bruyne didn't score against anyone this month, he only got assists, so it's going to be interesting how to do that. But I'll run you through some investments after I've completed this. So for this one, I have gone with the full La Liga team bar Intep, and bar the 3 players you see here, which are Bundesliga players. So I'll run you through this one quickly. So we got Kulia in goal, is that right? Yeah, Bastinas, Siovas, who actually sells for quite a bit now. Let's have a look. He's 650. I bought him for. I sold 2 of these for about 3k earlier each, which wasn't too bad. We got Insura, Bernat, Elzar again, Gerard, or Gerard, however you pronounce it, Intep, Gabriel, Halilovic, sorry, and Charles. So that is what I've gone for this one. Requirements were at least 1 Greek player, at least 1 Croatian player, minimum rating is 76, minimum chemistry 95, and 11 players in the squad. I just want to apologise if I sound a bit rough. I'm not actually ill, I just feel it. So that's Marquee Matchups completed, and we'll get into the packs now, and then I will run you through a quick investment tips for Player of the Month this week. So we have got here Premium Gold Players Pack, a Gold Players Pack, a Rare Gold Pack, a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack, and a Jumbo Silver Pack. So we will see, because again these are just SBC burners really, if I don't sell them off, unless I get anything half decent, like an inform, I'm not going to sell it. So again, silver players probably sell, so I don't know, unless they're from nations that are required in the SBC, I don't think I'm going to bother trying to sell them. So we don't get much from that. We get this badge, I think this sells for like £200. I might just have to quick sell that, to be fair. Yeah, I'll just quick sell that. Okay, so let's do the Gold Players Pack. I like Gold Players Packs because obviously you just get players. Are we going to get ball down? No, we get a flare because obviously we get 1 rare. Felipe, okay. We get Austin Allen, some players to hold on to for SBCs, definitely. An 82 rate though. Does he sell? Yeah, he sells for about 1.3. I'll hold on to him and see what happens. We'll do the Rare Gold Pack now. Hopefully we get at least 1 board down from these. Nothing in that. I'll just skip. If it's not board down, I'll skip. Ruiz. We got Maximovic back. Di Maio and Wembley Stadium sells this sale sold quite a bit earlier, well, a few weeks ago, but it doesn't sell now for that much. Ruiz, yeah, you sell things I could do with coins because of Player of the Month. I'll hold on to them as well. We'll do premium gold pack, the players pack, sorry. Are we going to get anything decent? We get bored. Is it going to be anything decent? Spanish, centre mid, Koke. Not bad. 84 rated. Isquadado. We got Motta. Wow. Actually, it's not a bad pack. Koke sells. Ooh, Koke sells for 300k. Do I sell him? I'll hold on to him. See what happens on Friday. Isquadrado's probably not worth selling. Motta. Is there any of these? I'll just hold on to these, I think. Again, anyway. And the Jumbo Premium Gold Pack. Now, can we get a ball down from this? We can. It's not an inform. Is there anything decent? Portuguese goalkeepers. No, which is you. Oh, you dream when you see that Portuguese flag. Oh, Marquinhos as well. 283s in that pack. That isn't bad. What was I saying? It's Rui Patricio, isn't it? 1.6k. Worth holding on to, but Dan doesn't really sell. A couple of 83s in the pack I can't really complain about. I believe I used him in one of the SPCs. I'll list him up because he's Swedish, so someone's probably going to buy him. That's about it really. Chelsea badge, AC Milan badge. I'll list the Chelsea badge up because there's probably someone who will want to buy that. Alright then. So I'll send out to club. Alright, so that's it for Marquee Matchups for this week. One last thing I just want to go over is the investments for Player of the Month. Now, like I said, obviously there's 6 options to vote from. The voting's now closed for it. It will be released on Friday morning. I think it's about 11 o'clock in the morning. It is mainly between De Bruyne and Sane. Like I said, if De Bruyne gets an inform tomorrow, I don't see him winning Player of the Month, and I see it being Sane. What I've done is I have invested in players from the Premier League that Sane scored against last month, so the likes of Stoke players, Burnley players, and I believe it was Watford as well. I've also gone with ex-clubs Sane played for, like basically Schalke. It was West Brom, that was it. So I've made small investments for that. There's other players here that I don't know why I've got these in my club. Oh, these were investments I made for the SBC today, the Marquee Matchups. So I've got Italian players and Greek players to sell off, and some Croatian players, so I can make a few coins off that. I've got some Swedish players as well, so that's not too bad. But yeah, that's my best suggestion is just to buy players that Sane scored from teams that Sane scored against. That is the best suggestion when it comes to investing for Player of the Month. Now, a Sane card, considering how good his current card is, a Player of the Month card's going to be ridiculous. De Bruyne's card I haven't used yet this FIFA. I loved it last FIFA, so it's probably going to be just as good this FIFA. Obviously he has a 90 rated inform, so rating wise I predict he'll probably get a 92 card if he wins Player of the Month. Now, for Sane, now I'm not saying to do this for De Bruyne because he costs about 280k. For Sane, this is the best option to do, and that is to buy his card, which I have done. I bought it for 25k, he's now selling for, the lowest bid on him is 24, so obviously I'd make a loss regardless, even if it was before tax. So that's definitely someone to look out for. I would suggest getting him because they may catch you out like they do with Mane. He was 50k and jumped straight up to 200 when the SBC came out. They didn't ask for Kane's card though, so I'm kind of risking it a bit. relying on them asking for Sane or Sane winning. But at the end of the day, if Sane doesn't win, then I've got him in my club anyway. So yeah, that's probably it for that. I can't really give you much more investment tips on SBCs because the Icon SBCs last all FIFA, so they're difficult to actually invest on because people are going to just do it over time, which is exactly what I'm doing. If you watched my last video that was about my project, it is completing the Emmanuel Petit SBC. I have completed the Monaco, Barcelona and Premier League parts of it, but I've got the 84, 85, 86 and 87 squads to complete, and also the Icon, which is going to be the last thing I do because it's going to cost me about 400 to 500k to buy an Icon that fits into the CDM position. So this is just to show you what I'm kind of going with in the sense of the Petit SBC. Is this squad. Now I got this off Footbin and it was a squad built by a user, and it was relatively expensive considering Godin costs at least 30, 35, 40k. PK and Iniesta are really cheap now. Like for who they are, they're about 20, 25k. Rakitic, I think, is in that same bracket, and then Laporte, Payet and Ruffier are all at least 10k or less. So it's going to cost me a fair bit. I can easily buy these three now and then build up to these four, but I want to save my coins for Friday for when Play of the Month is released. So that's about it really. I will have another video on my project sometime soon because I'm bound to complete one of these SBCs once I have the coins. It will probably be after Play of the Month, so it'll be sometime next week or possibly during the weekend that there'll be another video up, which will be a part 2 of me completing one of the SBCs. So I'm going to leave it there because the main point of this video was Marquee Matchups. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you lot later.